Okay, well, this is kind of a continuation from the video I just did. I've been out here testing. Well, actually, I changed scopes and tested a scope, which it seems to be working pretty good. I think I actually killed the Gammo scope that I had on that came with that little Ruger Rocket Gray, the little 4-power scope. I think I killed it. So I put another scope on it, tested it out. It seems to be doing, the scope seems to be holding, so that's good. I shot the Ultra Magnum pellets. It likes those. Shot a group with those. Shot some with the Rugers. And then shot some with the FX or the JSB 15 point. I think they call them 15.9 in the FX. And so far the Rugers didn't do very well. They haven't really impressed me in any guns I've had. Sometimes they'll put 3 or 4 pellets through the same hole. The rest of the time they're just kind of throwing flyers. So I guess I'm going to shoot a group with these Rugers. I've already got them open. This is the LGU Varmint. Comes in 22 caliber. The Varmint model did. The synthetic stock. I think they were kind of indicate it was actually for hunting. This one's topped off with a Millet scope. I know Millet makes. They were really well known for making scope mounts. This was the first and only Millet scope I've seen. I found it in a pawn shop years ago. Etched reticle scope. Looked pretty nice at a decent price. So I've been using it ever since. It's a 4-16 by 50. Alright. The only problem I have is even this LGU, shooting it actually will turn the parallax adjustment knob. We'll eventually turn a little bit on it. Okay, let's see. Alright, we've got the main camera on. We'll turn on the scope cam. I'm going to shoot this gun off the bag. I think if I can get down low enough. I'm going to go to the bottom left. Bottom left target. I do remember shooting these pellets one time in one of the tests, just thinking how terrible they were, and then all of a sudden they put like 4 pellets through almost the same hole. Something like that. I can tell you this, the LGU is not real pellet fussy. I don't know if it's going to keep doing that or not, but that's what I was talking about. This thing putting these Ruger pellets through the same hole. We'll see if it continues. I'll get all set in a comfortable position so I can try to make sure I'm shooting for a group that tight. with that safety. Can you believe that? Just talking about how horrible these pellets were. Now if I can do my part and not mess up that group here. I knew I would mess it up. I was thinking about it. I'm going to put one more in there. Because if I do my part, I bet you this one will put that 5th shot through that hole. I was just thinking about it way too hard. Almost through it. So, I don't think I have to do any more shooting with this one. So, actually, these Ruger Superpoint 17 grain pellets, and some guns they may shoot quite well, extremely well. Other guns they may not shoot well at all. So it's just one of those things where you just have to try them and see. But they definitely can group. Can't rule them out. Can't rule them out at all. I don't necessarily like the price, but if they're shooting as well as JSPs, I guess it's all right for them to cost as much as JSPs. But that's really shooting about as well as JSPs shoot. What the heck? I don't even know if I can shoot a group that tight with the JSPs today. I did good to shoot that group. Not been shooting the best today. The LGU's carrying me though. This gun is super accurate. Really easy, pretty easy to shoot. I do have a hair trigger, so when you think about it, it's going off. You don't really have to move that finger hardly at all. But you do got to remember, keep your finger off that trigger until you're about ready to shoot, because there's not much wall. I'm going to move over to the target to the right of that one, and we'll just put 5 JSPs down there. I was wiggling a little bit, so that might not be the best in the world. I can't believe that group with those Rugers in this gun. I may have to try it in another gun. Wild thing is if I was out hunting or shooting and I swapped pellets between those Rugers and these JSPs, I would be pretty close to hitting in the same spot. I was really doing well today, that would just be one jagged hole a little smaller than that with the JSBs. Anyways, there's the JSBs group. That was the Ruger Superpoint group. So that tells me the Rugers can be pretty doggone accurate. I don't think I can get that group out of the hollow points. I've got the Ultra Magnums here. I don't know if I've ever shot them through this gun or not. Well, we'll just see what happens. See what happens with the Ultra Magnums. I'm going to move over to the target on the left. I think I need to make a little adjustment here. I'm going to move it to target on the right, the left bottom right target. Getting a little wind now. And now getting a lot of wind. I'll try to let that die down. Hopefully it's just a little gust. Well, if that's where it's going to group, that's about the same place the other two grouped. But I do have that little bit of wind, maybe carrying it a little right. Yeah. This gun is something else. I've said in a few videos that this is the most accurate gun I got. And it's definitely showing why. One day I was really spot on my shooting. Had everything set up right where I could get really comfortable, duplicate the position, hold it steady, and I actually shot 5 pellets through the same hole that day. And I don't mean jagged, I mean they went through the same hole. I don't even know if there's a pellet this gun don't like. I know it doesn't shoot the Premier hollow points this well, or at least it didn't yesterday. Of course the group may open up more. Normally with the Crosman Premier hollow points, you'll always throw at least 1 to 2 flyers to open up the group. Then again, that could be me. This is not as tight as it normally is. It's not. Well, I don't know. You know, I mean, I'm not making the small jagged holes I should be making, but I didn't do it with the JSBs. But right now, this gun is really shooting every dang one of those pellets pretty good, I'd say. And the wild thing is I could probably, I mean, every one of them's shooting just a little bit high and almost dead on. 3 different pellets, almost hitting in the same place. I found that more with PCPs than I have brake barrels normally. That's one thing PCPs do well, is a lot of times they'll shoot a lot of pellets pretty good, and they won't change the point of impact as much. But I'd say that's really pretty amazing. It says something about the LGUs. Anyways, I'm going to go down and get the target, take a closer look at it. It's getting pretty late.